This is UHC, or Ultimate Hardcore. In this challenge, my goal is to survive for 100 days in a super flat world. In UHC, there is no natural regeneration, unlike in Hardcore where there is. And this challenge was really difficult and fun to do, and it took a lot of effort to make, so I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. My goal is to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year, and a push of a button and turn of the bell would really help. Also, this challenge was inspired by Luke the Notable. This is part 1 of 4, from day 1 to day 25. Thanks, and let's begin. Day 1 through day 4, the Age of Adventures. In this age, I go exploring. Day 1. I spawned in the world and headed in one direction. On my way, I decided to kill a pig if I wasn't able to find a village. Soon enough, I was able to find a village and looted all their chests, and found some obsidian, iron, and I found an iron helmet, some emeralds, and some food. I was quite happy. I also decided to start to move to the workstations and the beds around so the villagers would live in one spot. I decided to settle down in the blacksmith. By the end of the day, I was exhausted. Day 2. I realized that the iron golems were attacking the slimes, and the slimes' attack were weak, so I used that to my advantage. I wasn't able to get a bucket, so I created a barrel and traded with a fisherman villager to get a cod bucket in order to get a bucket, and that used all of my emeralds, and I wasn't able to get any more emeralds without a Fletcher, which was impossible for this village since there wasn't a Fletcher table. I wasn't paying attention and I took 2.5 hearts of damage from a slime. Ouch! Day 3. I mined up wood around the village and decided to leave. There was no point in staying because there was no Fletcher table. I also killed 2 iron golems. I went in one direction and soon came across another village. I took a lava bucket along with all my possessions, and the village that I found didn't have a Fletcher table either, but it did find 3 blast furnaces, which was completely ridiculous. I also started to make the same setup as the last village before heading to bed. Day 4. I was wandering around the second village before another village came into view before my eyes. I continued my adventure heading towards the third village. There was so much slime, but the sounds were so obnoxious, but I still needed the sound so I don't get hurt. This village was a village of choice because there was a Fletcher table. I started to set up a fence around the area so I don't have to worry about the slime. I set up the beds and workstations before heading to bed. Those fences mark the beginning of the new era, the reformation era. In this era, I build and construct different things. Day 5. I finished the fence first thing in the morning before starting a great project called the Great Slabbing Project. I was going to dig the area within the wall 1 block down so I can place slabs and not have to worry about mobs and slime spawning within. I created 2 iron shovels and went straight to digging. Phew, so much dirt to be dug. Day 6 and Day 7. The project continues and I continue to dig up all the dirt. I also planted some oak saplings because these are essential to building the slabs. Unfortunately, during the building process, I leaned a little too close to the fence where the slime were located and I got hit by the slime. I lost 3 lives or 6 health points. It doesn't matter. My health bar ain't looking so good anymore and I need golden apples straight away. Day 8 and Day 9. The slabbing continues. During the entire process, I saw a poor villager getting pummeled by slime. The iron golem was jumping up and down with the slime. So funny! I may have accidentally set a villager on fire. Just maybe. And I've also burned some iron golems in the process to get some iron. Enjoy the time lapse. Eventually, the slabbing was done and I started to trade with the villagers. I made a stone cutter in order to make a grindstone, and I started to trade sticks. Here, trading begins the next era, the progression era. Day 10 through 18, the progression era. In this era, progress escalates and the quality of life improves. Things change and things change very quickly. Day 10. I spent the day chopping down trees and trading with the Fletcher so I could trade with the armorer to get some armor. No duh. And I also finished slabbing. I couldn't keep up with the Fletcher because I didn't have enough wood for the man. Gosh, how many sticks does the villager need? Day 11. I spent the day doing the same stuff as yesterday. Today, though, I started a crop farm and bred up the animals. In the future, I can get leather from them from slaughter, but let's not talk about that. Anyways, I also sheared sheep and made some progress on the armor. Day 12 through 13. I basically chopped down more trees, bred more sheep and cows. I also sheared the sheep, killed the cows, and traded sticks for emeralds. I was almost at the end of leveling up the Fletcher when I got hurt by a growing tree. So stupid. And it took half a heart away from me. If I had learned anything from this challenge, is that trees can hurt people. Day 14. Hey, I was finally able to trade with the shepherd to make some additional emeralds. His trade was for 18 wool for 1 emerald. I was almost able to level him all the way up to the next level before sundown. The armorer has been leveled up and now there's a really easy trade. 1 emerald for 1 chainmail boots. I wasn't going to need the boots, but I was going to get the profits to level him up, so I was happy boy nonetheless. Day 15. I was still chopping and shearing away trees and sheep, but I did make some progress. I was able to upgrade the shepherd, but that really didn't help me too much, although he did give me cheaper prices. The armorer upgraded again, and I was able to get some chainmail chestplate, but I only needed 1. The rest were thrown out into the Well of Despair. Totally didn't make the name on the spot. It's called the Well of Despair because a lot of villagers get trapped in there at one point or another. Day 16. Pretty much same as yesterday, doing the same old boring stuff, but I was able to upgrade the armorer once more and got myself some fancy shiny blue boots. The enchantment on the villagers trade was Depth Strider 1, which is naff, but I got some shiny armor nonetheless. Also, the pants are unlocked, but I don't possess the wealth to buy those yet. Hey, guess what? I also started to pillar into trees with wool instead of wood, and who knows why? Day 17. It seems as if progress is getting faster and faster and faster. I think the potatoes are much more developed and the wheat is growing as well. The whole entire game seems as if I was engaged in war against the trees to see if I could chop them faster than they could grow. Day 18. Today was interesting. I burned 3 iron golems for iron. I also cooked 10 steaks and did the usual stuff. I got hurt again by 1.5 hearts and got down to 2.5 hearts, which is terrible, so I decided that tomorrow I was going to get to the nether. I made a map so I could remember where things were, although the F3 screen is sufficient. I also traded some emeralds to get an additional bucket if I needed lava. The iron is for the chestplate, cause that will help. Day 19 through 21. The Second Age of Adventures. This is the same as the last time we had adventuring. Basically, I go exploring. Day 19. I went exploring and contemplated life choices because I was able to get stuff so much more quickly. I got 3 diamonds, stole some lecterns, got a lot of books, and stole all the villager chests, and so much more. I explored a total of 3 villages and was able to find oxeye daisies, which have regeneration effects when put in stew. I also found some lava, and so 3 more to go before I head back. Oh, also I found the saddle and the direction I went was north. Day 20. I found some more healing flowers and also found more than enough obsidian and lava to make a portal. I also tamed a horse and killed a golem to get some additional lava. I found one more village before starting to head back. Day 21. I was able to get back safely with my horse and build up my portal. In order to light the portal on fire, I needed lava because there was no flint and steel in the superflat that I know of. The lava set the wood on fire and it burned a bit of the house. I also took a half heart of damage from the fire event. I eventually spawned all the fire, but I had to repair it. By the time all of this was done, the sun was setting. This sets the beginning of a new age. Hereby, the netherite age. From day 22 through day 25, danger awaits me and precious ores await for me to discover them. Day 22. I went into the nether with 2 hearts. I spawned in the crimson forest, and I was afraid to do anything risky, so I mined gold and gathered up 1 brown mushroom and mined on the edge of the lava pool, until I broke my stone pick. Then I went back and made another pick to mine until that broke. I came back to the overworld to sleep. Day 23. Today I set up 2 mushroom farms in the overworld, and I used the exotic wood to make trapdoors. I also farmed some potatoes and crafted myself an iron pick. The iron was from burning iron golems. I also spotted a nitwit villager, which I'm probably going to have to murder in the future. Just saying. Day 24. I went into the nether and mined until I thought this was too dangerous. Then I came back to the portal. To my surprise, there was a baby hoglin. I was completely terrified of it because although it's still a baby, it can still deal some big damage. I quickly made up my mind and I stacked up 2 blocks to protect myself. I pillared over to another mining area that I was doing and tried to kill the baby hoglin, but it kept running away. I decided to leave it alone and started mining to Y14. Day 25. I don't know when day 24 became day 25, but I just continued mining at Y14. I found 2 ancient debris, but I was not looking for that, so lucky me I guess. I was only looking for gold so I can make golden apples to regenerate myself. I was able to heal myself up to 6 hearts with 2 golden apples. I was finally able to relieve myself of some of this stress because now I have more hearts, and so I don't have to worry about taking damage as much, but I still need to be careful because this is UHC. And here it is, part 1 of the series. I was able to survive 25 days in UHC in a super flat world. Do you think I will survive the next 25 days or will I not? Comment down below your thoughts on what might happen. Thanks, and make sure to stay positive and goodbye.